This is the second tutorial. I can say the second video on this course that we are having, that is for this. So in the introduction part, we talked a little bit about what we are going to do. So the first part was setting up the environment, and that's always the first part when learning or trying to learn or do a new application in a new language. So setting up the environment, that's the thing. So what is required here? When setting up an environment for coding Cairo programming language, so that you can use that same environment to do your smart contracts, you need a few things. First one, the first required thing is Rust. So Rust, because Cairo has borrowed math from the Rust ecosystem, somehow you need it to do more other stuff here, or for some other functionalities to work as required. So to install Rust, just do curl or run this command, just copy it here and paste it into your terminal. So you can paste it there. But for this case, for my case, I have installed, so I can just check it out. So Rust C, maybe I just use Rust C or something like just if you do Rust app dash update, then it can be able to update your current installed Rust version. So yeah, I can say I have Rust installed, but that's if you don't have Rust, then that's your first part. Then the next part will be installing Scab. Scab is like cargo to Rust. So it's a package manager for Cairo, and it's required for you to have it. So how do you install it? So to install Scab, Scab is a package manager for Cairo programming language. Then so to install it, it's easy. Just click there and go to this link here, docs.this. Then the command of installation is this one here. So just copy this. So you have two installation steps. That is, you can use using a script. Then we have installing it via ASDF. And remember, all these environments are being set up on a Mac OS or Linux or another Unix-like OS. Don't set it on Windows, things might go south. So best that you use something like Linux or something that is in that family, an OS that is within that family. Then so once you have installed Scab using either the script or ASDF, then you can check whether Scab has been installed. So the best way to check it out is to just run something like scab dash version. And this one will come with a few things, that's Scab, the version, Cairo, and Sierra. And also, if you are using other versions lower than this, you might need to update them to maybe the current Scab version is version 2.4. So you can do an installation of the current version. That's the stable version. And there's a way you can install a given version here. Yeah, just use this script here to install Scab. Once it's installed, just check whether it has been installed. Just run Scab version. Yeah, the next part is to installing the local testnet node. And in this case, we'll be using a node called devnet rs. So let me just go to Starknet devnet. I start from there first and explain why we are using devnet rs. So I'm going to the devnet book, not this one, this book.starknet. I need Starknet devnet. Is it this one? I believe so. Yeah. So let me just get started before I'll go to that link later. That's the devnet rs. And let's go to this one. So this is devnet in Python. You can also use this one, but sort of things are migrating to Rust for Starknet. So best that you go with this other version, that is Starknet devnet rs. So the Python version also works well, and I can say it has most of the functions as compared to devnet rs. But that's the thing. So yeah, this is the Python version, and we have the Rust version here now. That is github.com. There, I think I'd given a link here. I'll also leave a link to a link down in the description how you can quickly set it up. But You can also go click on learn more to learn more about it. So here there's a documentation under book.starknet.io, chapter 207, that's about Starknet DevNet, how you can quickly do the installation, either just git cloning or using Docker. But whenever you are here, you can quickly, let me go back to my docs here, just git clone, create a specific folder, maybe call it, let me just do that. So I'll just copy this, the first command there, go to my terminal here. So I'm going to cd blockchain, cd Starknet. Then here I'm going to do devnet. Okay, let me make the devnet res, something like that, cd devnet res, and then I'm going to git clone there. So you need to clone it, then run cargo run. But for my case, I'd already done this. So ls, I need to cd Starknet devnet res, then I can do cargo run. This way it's going to run and install all the required dependencies for this specific project, that is the devnet rs node. So for my case, I've already done so, so I'm going to cancel it and show you where it is. So if I go to my folder here and go to Starknet devnet rs, open this in the terminal, and I do cargo run, this is what I'll get. So for your successful cargo running, you can be able to see it has run something small, similar to the one given in Ethereum. That is how is it called? I've forgotten. Yeah, just a local development node. That's what we are going to get. Some addresses, and they are already pre-funded with each about 1,000 ETH. Yeah, so each of them is pre-funded with about 1,000 ETH. But at the same time, you can be able to add your own accounts using other tools like Starknet Forge and Starknet Foundry. That's the Zencast tool. Then after that, after installing a local testnet node, you can be able to cargo run and see exactly what I'm having here on my screen, on my terminal here, these pre-funded accounts. Then after doing the installation, then you need to install Starknet Foundry. So Starknet Foundry will help us interact with the contract, and also it will help us in testing the contract itself. So otherwise we could have used Starkly. That's another CLI tool given by Starknet to also interact and interact with the contract. Yeah. So Starknet Foundry gives us two packages. One is Zencast and another one is Zencforge. Zencast will help us interact with the contract, that is, we have developed, tested, and deployed. Now we can quickly interact with the contract. It's like a travel console thing, yeah. Then we have Zencforge. This will help us initialize new projects and also help us in testing out. So when we reach the testing part, we will be able to learn more about Zencforge and Zencast. But for now, you need this as a tool. So the installation is also quite easy. Just use this command. After running the first command, run the second command, that is SN Foundry app. So let me go click here to go to the Starknet Foundry book. So here is the Foundry book. And from the Foundry book, you can be able to see the installation guidelines. That's how you install it. Then after running that, run this to complete the installation. And that's it for Starknet Foundry. Now, those are the four required tools. I've talked a bit about Starknet here, but so Starknet is another tool. Let me just go here to quickly learn more about it. Starknet is a command line tool for interacting with Starknet, powered by Starknet RS. Starknet allows you to query Starknet and make transactions with ease. It's fast, easy to install, and intuitive to use. So somebody might ask, why are you not using Starknet and you are trying to use Starknet Foundry? The simple answer here is Starknet has a lot of things to write for your command to run as compared to Starknet Foundry. So Starknet Foundry has simplified the way things work out. For example, how I can make a call to the contract and how I can invoke the contract. But when it comes to Starknet Foundry, or when it comes to Starknet, yeah, you can do the same, but there's a process of actually interacting with your contract fully. So if I have time, I can be able to show you a bit on all the steps, but that's under testing. So whenever we reach the testing part, I can be able to explain Starknet more there. But for now, just to go with the Starknet Foundry. So these are the 4 required tools: Rust, Scab, a local testnet node. You can either use DevNet RS, the one that we have installed, or DevNet, or DevNet, that's the Python version, or Katana. Those are the 3 local nodes that you can use. And finally, we have Foundry for the smart for testing, initializing projects, interacting, and other functionalities. So thank you very much. And oh, one thing, I've not really shown you how you can be able to check out whether you have installed Starknet Foundry. It's easy. On your terminal, let me close this. We'll get back to it later. On your terminal, just do something like snforge -- version. So snforge is the tool given. So for mine, I have 0.10, and you can check out using a Zencast version. I have the same version. So that's how you test out all the tools. So make sure you have all the 4 required tools. Then from there on, the next part will be more easy to go. Thank you very much, and welcome again to the next tutorial, that is learning Cairo language.